Good morning, folks. Today in the lesson series, we are going to talk about Sonny Landreth's playing style. Now, I got really interested in Sonny Landreth back in the 90s and was really just interested in the fact that he was playing behind the slide. And it took me a long time to kind of get some of that together. And so I came up with this little ditty to teach my students and get them started playing behind the slide, which is really a fun thing to do. And I got a lot of this, at least a lot of these licks and this style from Sonny Landreth's version of Key to the Highway, which you can find out on YouTube. All right, so we are in open D. I think he tunes to either open D or open E. It's D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. This is the sixth string. That's the first string. As you can see behind me, I got the blues cat today. Anyway, here's the tune. All right, folks, there's the tune. The tabs to this are available on Patreon. Membership over there is $1. Okay, per month. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are going to pretty much use strings 6, 4, 3, and 2. In fact, that's what we're using in this tune. The first thing you're going to do is take your slide, and if you'll notice, it really looks like you're not picking up the slide at all. And you really kind of aren't, especially up at the 12th fret. So you're going to play strings 6, 4, 3, and 2. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple, triple, triple. Now on that one, I take my first finger and set it down on the 10th fret, and then I let it off. Like that. And that gets me that sound. All right, only I'm going to do it with these other strings ringing. Then I'm going to go to the 7th fret. And I'm basically going to play string 6, 4, 3, and 2. But I'm going to go 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2. Put my first finger down on the 5th fret this time, and then let it off. So the lick is... Alright, this next one is, we play that, we do the same thing when we move down to the 5th fret. Like that, 2 times. Bum, bum. And then we play the 3rd string, and then we put our finger down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And kind of let that 3rd string keep ringing while you have your finger down. Like that. So after we play the 3rd string with our first finger, again we're on our 2nd string with our first finger, again we're on the 3rd string with a slide at the 5th fret. So then open, and that's when I start doing the dun 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 dun. Then we do that again. All right, we just do it all over again. All right, so we're going to do it twice. I'll play it again. that's the first part. Okay, now here's the sort of middle part. This isn't a super long tune. Whoops. All right, all I'm doing is going to the 7th fret, playing strings 6, 4, 3, and 2. And then so I'm doing that twice. Boom, boom, and I'm playing string 3 with the slide. Now I take my finger, my index, and that's what I'm using for all my behind the slide in this tune. And I'm going to go with the slide on the 7th fret on all these strings. 7, 7, 5 on the 2nd fret, on 2nd string, excuse me. 3rd string, then back up to the 2nd string with the 5th fret. 5th string, excuse me, on the 5th fret, on the 3rd string. 3rd string, 5th fret. And then with the slide on the 7th fret on the 4th string. So it's going to go. All right, anything that happens behind the 7th fret, you play with your first finger. And then you're going to go to the, then you're basically going to do the same thing you did in the first part at the 5th fret. And back up here. All right, so when we go back, we're basically repeating again. Now we're going to do it. So, and then we're going to go up to the 12th fret. Oh, I swear, sometimes I can't remember these lists. So what are we doing there? Coming to the 12th fret, playing strings 6, 4, 3, and 2. And here's the lick that we're going to do while we're holding those strings. 12 on the 2nd string, 12 on the 3rd string, 10 on the 2nd string, 12 on the 2nd string, 12 on the 3rd string, 12 on the 4th string, or yeah, 4th string, and then we're going to play the slide across all the strings at the 7th fret. So all right, now we've made it through the whole thing. We've made it through the 2 A parts, we've got the B part. Now we're going to go back to the A part again. I'm going to play that again. All right, and at the end we simply go to the 11th fret and slide up to the 12th. 1. All right, and that's the whole thing. Now, let me give you some tips on what to do with that. So, you want to be firm but gentle with your slide. In other words, you don't want to be pressing, but don't be so soft that you get that kind of sound. Now, one thing that a lot of people do is they will kind of angle the slide up just slightly. If you were looking at the side of the guitar, the slide would just do that, just a little bit, when they're going to play an open or a string behind the slide, you know. It's going to, and they can still, because what they're doing is putting the pressure on this part of the slide that's away from where they want to play the open string. Now, I've never been able to bend it this way. I always do this, you know, but you don't want to get extreme with it. Very light. And that's a good lick to practice that with. That's 12 on the 4th string, 12 on the 3rd string, 10 on the 2nd string, 12 on the 2nd string, and then 12 on the 2nd and then 3rd. Oh, I'm sorry, 3rd and 4th. right, so that's a good thing to do. You can do that. Now, that's another variation on this tune where you take that lick I just showed you, move it to the 7th fret, where this time your finger's going to press down the 5th fret. Same strings, 5th. String is going to press down the 3rd fret. This will give you a chance to really get into some, finger blocking down here. Now, what's that lick? All right, so that's a little bit more of an advanced lick, but let me show it to you. Basically, you're gonna, you can kind of let things ring a little bit here. I play the top 4 strings, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and come in there, and I play the 2nd string at the 12th fret, use my finger at the 10th fret, and then play 2nd, 3rd string, 10 on the 2nd fret, and then 12 again on the 3rd string. So you want to bum bum ba 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 like that. All right, and I'm gonna have another lesson in this Slide Guitar 101. This is part 2. I'm going to have some more lessons on behind the slide playing as we move through time here. So, you can go. All right, so what you can do is take these and fit them in to this tune. So let me show you how that would work. So you can just take licks and kind of stick them into this tune. And I would challenge you to do that as you're going through time. Take some of these licks that you know, even not behind the slide licks like this. Now, that was getting into some more advanced stuff that we'll cover in a future lesson. But that is how this system works. Let me show you one thing before we stop this week, because this is going to give you a good tune, something musical to work with. And of course, I will have that basic tune in the tabs, and I will have that. That lick will be in there, as will this. That lick will be in there. All right, and I'll go ahead and write it in all 3 positions. And that way you'll have that. Okay, folks, here's the last thing I'm going to show you, and something to experiment with, and I've shown this to you before. All right, now, we're at the 12th fret with the slide, right? So where can we play behind the slide at the 12th fret to come up with melody lines and licks? All right, basically, use your first finger and play any note on the 10th fret behind the slide. All right, so you got 12, 10 on the first string, second string 12, 10, third string 12, 10, fourth string 12, 10, fifth string 12, 10, sixth string 12, 10. Get some really cool stuff. All right, so we'll cover those kind of sounds as we get further into this slide guitar, behind the slide, 101. All right, folks, listen, have a great week. If you got any questions, hit me up, man. If you're on YouTube watching this, like, follow, share. It all helps me keep this going. If you decide to support me on Patreon, it's only $1 a month, and you get all the tabs to all this stuff. And that is what keeps the train going, too. All right, folks, have a great week, and I will see you next Saturday.